Let's start a new game. So the opponent play e4, play e6, d3, d5. So this is unusual opening. So the opponent play opening in terms of the queen, so the structure of the Indian defense, but for white. So develop his bishop on g2. On the other hand, played d3, knight d2, and etc. etc. So it's kind of Indian defense, but for white. So I try to defend like in French defense, and actually I think it's good for me because the opponent doesn't attack. So finally he plays e5 now, and he starts his attack. However, his attack is not supported by anything else because he's pawn on d3, so I can easily attack the pawn e5 and counterattack myself. So I played d4 to isolate the pawn e5 from the other pawns. So second, I want to attack the queen side. I want to push queen side because I want more space. You know that my pieces start moving more comfortable way. So because for instance I want to have my knight on b6 because after that it can move to d4. The same time the opponent develops is preparing his attack on my king. But because his pawns are far away from each other, from my position, so I think it will not be so easy. So I move knight to b6, then he moved knight to g4. Don't know why again, because he cannot take the pawn on f7. So I move knight to b4 in order to exchange bishops on the main diagonal. In this game, the main diagonal is white, so I want to exchange this his fianchetto bishop to my bishop, which is to my white bishop, which is not so good. Let's see what happens. And actually my plan is so now I want to capture the black bishop because black bishop really support his position and is rather strong on this diagonal c1 h6. Okay, the opponent wants to attack my pawn h7. He moved his bishop to attack my pawn. I protect, and he needs to move somewhere. He needs to move somewhere. He moves to h7. That's very strange. He wants to take my rook, or he wants to attack. He wants to check maybe second time to f6. I don't know. I have no idea about his real plans. So he took my rook. So I took his bishop, he took my rook. Now I take his second bishop. He takes the pawn with his knight. And this is actually a mistake because, yeah, I don't know, my mistake or not. But I think the mistake is the entire action because he exchanged two pieces into for the rock, and now I will have an advantage in the long-term prospect, because two pieces are more flexible and stronger, therefore, than one rock. Besides, his rock just look to his pieces, so he has all 8 pieces still on the board. Therefore, his rock do not really play. They can move around around his own pieces, but don't change the situation anyhow, because they cannot attack. They just stuck into their own pieces. Okay, now the opponent decide to attack. Finally, sacrifice his horse, move his queen. But I don't think this attack is good idea, because basically I have my knight on e6 and I can return my bishop to f8 and protect g7. And the opponent has not much time, so he has no time to think about some strong combination. So I'll just move. He checked me. He cannot even check because on f6, because I have knight on d5. So he would like to have something else, but he only has 2 pieces. Therefore, as a desperate attempt, he moves f4. So I exchange pieces on d side, and my plan is to play g7 to prevent further problems, and then knight e6. Knight e3, because in this case I attack the rook. So he sacrificed the rook for the bishop. Okay, so now I have two knights extra. He play f5, but I take the pawn on e4, so he cannot actually take my knight, because in this case I will take his queen. So he moved his pawn forward, check, so I capture with a queen. He moves g4. He doesn't care, he has 5 seconds, he needs to do something. But at the same time, I try to attack. I don't just make moves. I have 25 seconds. I can think about more serious attack. So check. He cannot protect, so he needs to move. Now I move my king and prepare for the final attack with a rook. He tries to protect, but this because out of time he cannot do anything, and actually he really couldn't do anything in this game because just lack of material and position of his king is vulnerable, so he would lose anyway. So now he surrendered just 1 second before the end. But anyway, so after this check, he has no place to. He can only move to g2, and then I take his queen. So in this game, I just played the tactic like I make my. I arrange my defense, I develop my pieces, and the opponent developed his pieces his own way. And the question was who will attack fast. So this was a very tactical game. So he started attacking with his pawn in the center, and this attack was not really prepared, but he continued moving, continue attacking, because step by step he lose material, or he lose comfortable positions. So finally he was forced, or maybe I would say he forced himself to attack without preparation, and this why he lost. Okay, I hope you like this game. The game, and see you again on my channel. Bye bye.